Kaiser Radio.
Covering Guyana from coast to coast.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaiser Radio. This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaiser Radio 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaiser Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. After an absence of nearly 1 year, Ram resumed his writing on the petroleum sector by informing his readers that he has returned to the column to provide some crucial insights into the accounting practices of CNOOC and its other Stabroek Block partners, Hess Corporation and ExxonMobil. More importantly, Christopher Ram, with his expert analysis, intends to show what it all means for Guyana. Following his assessment of the company's latest financial statements, Ram intimated that CNOOC operates as an offshore company in Barbados. And moving on, a 26-year-old salesman or driver of Associates Brands of Lot A Good for Wakting, East Coast Demerara, has been arrested after he confessed to staging a robbery on Friday at Stabroek Market. Reports are that the salesman and two deliverymen went to Stabroek Square to deliver the company's products to their customers and uplift payments. However, as his two colleagues were making deliveries, the salesman stayed in the enclosed tray of the truck, which was left open, and began counting the day's sales. He alleged that he was confronted by two bandits who entered the counter and demanded he hand over the cash he had in a black plastic bag. The driver claimed that he complied and handed over the cash, after which the bandits escaped north along Water Street. The police said the salesman reported the robbery and soon after an investigation launched. Law enforcement officers then reviewed CCTV footage from the area, which didn't support the victim's story. And now let's tell you, it was a triumphant day as 33-year-old Sandra Brisenio completed a cosmetology course with a diploma in cosmetology that was created by the United Bridge Builders Mission, Inc., in partnership with the International Organization for Migrants on Friday. We had reported her story in a April 12, 2020 edition at Kanabali Barima Winey River, Northwest District. Brisenio stabbed and killed her reputed husband, Clarence Williams, after an argument turned violent. Police had stated that he choked and threatened to push her head into a fire. Williams had dragged his then-pregnant 32-year-old reputed wife out of church to prepare a meal for him. Brisenio was cleaning fish with a knife when, at the same time, Williams, under the influence of alcohol, had threatened to push her head into the fire. In other news, ahead of the G7 summit, which got underway yesterday, more than 100 economists called on the participating member countries to commit to shifting their finance out of all fossil fuels starting this year so as to enable a green pandemic recovery. The Group of Seven, or G7, is an informal club of wealthy democracies consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The heads of government of the member states, as well as the representatives of the European Union, would meet at an annual summit to discuss a range of issues. As of 2018, the G7 represented 58% of the global net wealth, or $317 trillion. At the summit, which comes to an end tomorrow, world leaders are expected to adopt an agenda to build back better from coronavirus and create a greener, more prosperous future. And moving on, as the James family was preparing to lay their dead relative to rest yesterday, they got the shock of their lives as they subsequently learned that their loved one had already been buried almost a week ago. According to information reaching Kaiser Radio, the body of 41-year-old Renald James was buried in the place of 76-year-old Bibi Sazira Jalil last Sunday. It is understood that both bodies were at the charity hospital morgue where the mix-up had occurred. The man's body was taken to Queenstown, where it was buried by the woman's family. James' family members said that the discovery was made last Thursday night as they commenced preparations for the funeral. Meanwhile, a mentally ill man died on Friday at the Linden Hospital complex while he was assisting with investigations into the murder of his mother, Wanda Patricia Wilson, which occurred on Tuesday evening at Karakara in Linden. He has been identified as 24-year-old Hosea Ajadai. According to the police, the man passed away around 8 hours 15. He was taken to the hospital after he complained of feeling unwell while he was sitting on the bench of the Mackenzie police station. He was rushed to the Linden Hospital complex where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Commander of Region 10, Hugh Winter, revealed that the man was never placed in a cell since he was taken into custody. He remained on the bench for 3 days. He also claimed that the man was given food and water by the police. Another story: cutlass-wielding bandits who on Wednesday night broke into a couple's home, assaulted and chopped the husband, but escaped without harming his pregnant wife. According to a police report, the incident occurred at St. Ignatius Village, Central Rupununi in Region 9. The report stated that around 20 hours 30, the pregnant 18-year-old and her 26-year-old husband were asleep when 3 bandits kicked down their door and dealt the mechanic several lashes and chops to his body. The attack forced the man to escape, leaving his pregnant wife behind. The pregnant woman related that the bandits then proceeded to search their home. The 3 suspects are in custody and an investigation is ongoing. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening. To have a wonderful, enjoyable, and safe Saturday night.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaicho Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands.